Okay, so do people from wherever he is from, Egypt, I guess,
Yeah,
do they not eat bacon because pig's a dirty animal?
I think so. It's against their religion or something.
But they can fucking blow people up. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
just
you
don't eat
can't
pigs.
eat
It's cool.
you can't eat an animal because it rolled around in its own shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they fuck camels over there too, don't they? I mean, camels not dirty. It says no, it's harem, so we don't eat it. I thought harem was where you had a bunch of women.
I think it's haram.
Oh, okay.
Haram. What is haram? Harambe. Haram.
So we're gonna talk about that then.
Haram is an Arabic term meaning forbidden. Well, no shit. We know it's haram. We're trying to figure out why it's haram.
Stupid language barrier.
So why can't you eat that? Because it's forbidden? No shit. Do you think you pronounce it haram, or is it like haram?
Haram. I seriously thought the harem was like a bunch of women. What's the one?
That is.
Oh,
Harem and haram is two different words.
well, that's
I
gay.
think there's another R.
Haram. Wait, that was an extra A. Haram. I don't fucking know.
Harem. Whatever.
You know, it's like two totally different words. Okay, never mind.
Don't you find it annoying when people like you're talking to at work or whatever, and just out of the blue they start hitting around that it's their birthday?
Yes. This is so stupid. Unless you brought in food, and that's your hint that you brought in food for me to eat. Otherwise, what's the fucking point?
So when people keep bringing up that it's their birthday, what do you think that they're trying to get? Like a gift or just acknowledgement that thank you for being born?
It seems to me like they're trying to get acknowledgement because you got to know by now that I'm not going to buy you a gift. So, which never, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, okay, happy birthday. Like, what are you feel better? Like, I mean, what do you get out of it? What do you get out of somebody telling you happy birthday? Like, you survived another year. Good job.
I don't know. Let's try it.
Oh, you're such an idiot. Nope, not doing it.
You're not gonna fucking give me a happy birthday, you prick.
Nope, not now. I would have, but not now.
I guess we'll never.
It's.
What?
I was gonna say it's not even your birthday, is it?
Don't take this away from me. Yes, it is.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So how old are you today then?
It's amazing that I wake up 1st thing in the morning and I have a text from somebody, a Turkish guy that lives in Germany that says happy birthday. I've been talking to you 3 times a fucking week for 5 fucking years. And even after I fucking throw the bait out there, you won't give it to me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, just because you and that guy have a fucking gay relationship, only homos tell each other happy birthday. What are you 16? I don't give a fuck.
You're not invited to the skate party. Go fuck yourself.
Once you reach a certain age, it's just not important anymore.
Yeah, I know. So that's something that I can't understand. Like, it sounds stupid, but I had to use a calculator to figure out how old I was.
Engineering at its finest.
You never forget how old you are?
No, I was born in 1980, so mine's really easy.
So you still have to do math, prick.
Yeah, but it's like super easy math that I can figure out in 4 seconds. 5 seconds if I'm, tired.
All right. So, well, I really wanted to get to this thing that I brought, but I really want to get to the thing that you brought.
All right.
So yours is going to go faster than mine. So we'll do yours first.
Okay.
All right. Texas doctor worked through the night to complete 67 abortions before ban took effect. 67 abortions in one shift.
Isn't that awesome? I wonder what the record is for
That's got to be it.
Amount of abortions in a day. We should contact the Guinness Book of World Records on his behalf.
listen to this. Like, it's like, this is fucking insane.
It is. It's insane.
The 83-year-old OBGYN candidly opened up and said nobody cared for their own welfare. The workers, they want to take care of the patients. That was an amazing, amazing attitude I saw for the first time in all of these 50 years of practice of medicine. We were joking. There was plenty of food in the break room.
What other word for it is other than insane?
This is like, this was like, we're going to fight a war. This was a war against the politicians, and we're going to fight and win. We're not going to turn around anybody. So we're going to scrape these fucking babies.
How many vaginas do you have to scrape to win a war?
So do you think that they just like lined them all up and he just ran through with the coat hanger, just pa-pow, pa-pow, pa-pow? He's got somebody following with the vacuum cleaner.
He didn't even bring them into the room. He just lined them all up just on the floor. We don't have enough beds. Just line them all up on the floor. And he got on one of those little creepers, sat on the little creeper and just rolled down, jamming it in.
It went by the book. We did not take any shortcuts. Everything was done properly. I was really amazed.
Is there really a proper way to scrape a baby out of somebody's vagina? I mean,
after his return to work after the newly introduced abortion ban, he told the news outlet, "You couldn't imagine the difference between night and day." What? What does that even mean?
I have no idea. You couldn't imagine the difference between night and day. It's like, it's dark outside.
Yesterday, it was like nighttime because I was killing babies all day.
All day
Today, it's like
long.
daytime because I'm not allowed to kill babies.
So if you're 83 years old and your legacy is 50 years of just scraping kids out of vaginas just for 50 years.
Oh, I don't see a problem with that. I see a problem with making a spectacle of the abortion party that you had.
Abortion party.
You know, like he's just running around with his fucking tools, jamming it at anything with a vagina. Like
he just keeps them on his belt just in case.
like
You never know.
Practicing the quick draw with the spatula or whatever the fuck he uses.
I'd like to know how they do that. How do they do abortions? Do they put a suction in there and suck it out? I mean, if it's young enough, isn't it small enough that it'll fit in like a little vacuum tube and you just, and then it's dead?
Slurp it up like a gummy worm.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wondered, do they have to kill it first? Or, I mean, I'm being serious. I don't know. Like,
I would think the process itself would take care of it. You know, ripping the life away from its mother. You know, that thing.
Well, yeah, but there's got to be okay, so the time between, like, say you suck it out with a vacuum, goes into the vacuum, it's in the bag with the dust and shit. There's got to be a time for it to, like, die, right? I mean, it doesn't just immediately die as soon as you, like, break the connection.
You ever been using a wet dry vac and the filter gets stuck so it starts
Yes. Fucking baby stuck to the filter.
So, okay, I've got this shop vac out in my garage, and I use it to clean up sawdust and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And every once in a while, it'll pick up a stick or some napkins or whatever.
Yeah.
And the hose is so long that I don't have a broomstick or anything that I can shove through there.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to take it off the inlet and pop it on the outlet, and then I turn it on, and whatever's in there, I just spat it against the wall.
Shoot it all out. That's how they do it. So how much do you think that they get, like a hospital, how much do you think they get for an aborted fetus? Or do you think they just put them all in one vat and they get by the pound or something? Because, I mean, they have to sell them, right?
No, I think it just goes in the human waste or medical waste.
Really?
That's what the lady said that talked to us about cleaning abortion parts.
No, I'm talking about the actual baby,
right?
Not like the guts and stuff.
How do they do abortions?
Is there a video we can watch?
Quickly. Okay, how do abortions work? Examine your uterus, put a speculum into your vagina,
Okay. So
inject a numbing medication into or near your cervix.
Okay.
That's step 3.
Is that for the mom or for the baby?
Inject a numbing. Stretch the opening of your cervix with a series of dilating rods if you haven't had them put in earlier. Insert a thin tube through your cervix into your uterus. Use a small handheld dustbuster or suction machine.
No, does it really say that?
No, of course not.
Oh, that would be amazing if it did. Why didn't you just say yes?
Or suction machine to gently take the pregnancy tissue out of your uterus.
Pregnancy tissue. Aren't we all just pregnancy tissue?
So that's it. They just open you up and suck it out.
Really? Crazy.
They may also use a small surgical tool called a curette to remove any tissue that's left in your uterus or to check to make sure your uterus is totally empty. You think it would have like one of them, like the little flipper things the porta potties have?
Maybe.
They make this so casual. Once your abortion is over, you'll hang out in a recovery room until you feel better.
Yeah. Feel better now? You don't have to fucking take care of that kid? You feel better?
This type of abortion only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. So he didn't even do that well.
So 10 minutes times 67. So that's 670 minutes. How much is that in like time?
Like 2 hours?
600. Sam, what a lazy ass. He probably could have done 100 abortions that day if he tried.
I think, fuck Guinness. We ought to call and harass him for being such a poor performer.
You know, there was plenty of women that needed abortions, and you only did 67 that day.
Okay, so if he spent 10 minutes per abortion, 67 minutes.
670 minutes times divided by an hour is 60 minutes.
So he did it. Okay, here's what I figured out.
All right.
If it's 670 minutes and you divide that by 10 minutes, he did 67 abortions.
Wow. That's a lot.
Okay, so I think what I need to do is do 670 minutes divided by 60 minutes. Mm-hmm. And that would tell me it was 11.16 hours of abortions. So he worked an 11-hour shift. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, really?
And he had snacks.
They had snacks and party. They had a party cake. Do you think they had a cake that decorated with 67 abortions or whatever?
Congratulations on your 67.
On your 67th abortion. Oh my god. We should go back and do our abortion debate again.
I'm still against it. Or wait a minute, no, I'm for it. I'm okay with it.
I'm still against it. Oh, I'm for it. I'm okay with it. But make up you chose every single possible one.
I still believe that abortion is murder.
Okay.
But I'm okay with it.
Why?
Because I don't care. I don't care.
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
I believe that. Okay, so if I could just make my rules, like let's say I become dictator.
Sure.
I would say that you can get an abortion with the husband's permission. And if
like
the husband...
Like a written note?
Yes.
Got a note from my husband.
And it's got to be pinned to your chest.
To your nipple.
So my issue, I guess I haven't figured out the specifics, but my issue is that a woman can get an abortion even though the man wants to keep the kid. Mm-hmm. That's my problem. So that's fine. We'll keep that rule. Mm-hmm. But if a man wants to walk away, then he can sign his rights away and he's got no financial responsibility. That's where I'm at.
So nothing to do with like murder or anything like that.
No, I don't care. I think this is 67 lives that were taken. Mm-hmm. But I'm okay with it. I mean, that's less than 9/11. Like,
we should figure this out in 9/11s. It's not even a 9/11. What the fuck is going on, you lazy ass?
Okay, how many people died in 9/11?
Like 3,000, right?
How many people got 9/11?
How many aborted fetuses were there on 9/11?
Okay, 2,996.
God, they couldn't have just done 4 more to make it at even 3,000. Come on.
I think the cancer will probably still get a couple more. Okay, 67 abortions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's 44, just over 44 and a half 9/11s.
Interesting.
Is it?
I don't know. So I don't understand how. I mean, I guess
so. If he has 43 more days like this, then he can start getting plaques and shit.
Get his picture taken with some firefighters.
Do you remember when I talked to you that I had said that like in 3 different airports that I'd been at, even in the small place in North Carolina, they had 9/11 footage or wreckage.
Oh yeah.
So I read somewhere that it's like in 25,000 different places they've sent it out around the world.
Hey, I'm going to send you some pieces of airplane. You want to put them on display? Seems kind of weird.
I mean, it's an old Cessna. Nobody died. It just...
Is there any like governing body that like checks that? Can we just start sending out junk and just saying, this is 9/11. This is a 9/11 piece of a wall that crumbled or whatever. Just start sending it out and see if we can get people to display it.
Seeing if I can find that article, because I'm sure I made that number up.
I'm sure I made that up. No.
More than 70,000 artifacts that document the fate of victims, survivors, and responders.
70,000.
What? Who in the fuck would type this? Did anyone on the plane survive 9/11? They was going like 18,000 miles an hour into a fucking building.
Fortunately, there were no survivors.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like 22,000.
Still a lot. I still think we can get in on it. Do they get paid for it, or
No.
who pays for shipping? I mean, I don't want to put myself out here.
How much does it cost to UPS and I-Beam?
So I think we should just go around to local gas stations and see if they'll display our stuff. This is from 9/11. Can you put it on display in your gas station?
Is that a butt plug? No, it's a 9/11.
They pulled it out of one of the people that died.
All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That was fun. How do we turn abortions into 9/11?
I don't know. Let's see what else we can turn into 9/11.
All right. So I found an article. I don't even know if I put it on here.
All right.
I meant to. I made a note so I wouldn't forget, but I got to pull it up on my phone
Okay.
because I didn't want you to read it ahead of time.
Awesome.
So I'm going to do that now.
Okay.
Hold, please.
Okay.
Okay. So this question was police officers. What are some unpopular opinions you have? And he responded, I'm a former retired police officer, so these might or might not apply. Okay. So he stated 9 different viewpoints that he takes.
That he
And
thinks
I
are
figured-
controversial.
I don't know that they're just unpopular.
Okay.
And I'm kind of curious because I feel like this guy falls in line with you 100%. Like, as far as I know, you're undercover.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to start with the easy ones,
All
the
right.
ones that I believe are easy ones.
So you're asking me and you want me to answer these? Is that what you're?
I'm just going to read this.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out how I could, because I thought there were some interesting points in here to talk about.
Okay.
And I was going to suggest that I read the question and then tell you which side to argue.
Okay.
But that would go very poorly.
Okay.
Federal and state income tax will be calculated via a ready return system. You'll get a tax statement in the mail every year. If it's in line with what you think your taxes are, you're done. Otherwise, you can file a contested tax return.
So I don't understand. Like, this is your bill, basically? Is what that means?
Yeah, pretty much. It's so tax time, you would just get, okay, you're going to get a $1,300 refund. And if you think that you should, because you'll still know the formula or whatever.
Sure.
So if you want to take the time and contest it, then you can, and then go down that process. Otherwise, let's just say it's okay. You owe $160. All right, then you pay your $160 and you're done.
No, I don't. I mean, it would be better than what we have now, but there's so many more better ways to do it. But yeah, sure, that would be better than what we have now.
Okay. All persons filing to be elected to a public office must attach their last 3 years of tax returns. Those elected to public office must publish their tax returns annually.
Why?
Why what?
Well, I mean, why would you think that would be a rule? I mean, why does it matter?
Because you want to know if there's a conflict of interest. Like this one was just one I was going to skip over because I was like, oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. And
I mean, okay. I mean, I guess I'm not against it. I just don't understand why it's so important, but okay.
College and university athletic scholarships and all athletic programs other than the intramural recreational contest are banned. Universities will return to their original mission of education and research. Professional sports organizations will create their own recruitment programs. No longer will the highest paid state employees be the football coach at the state's flagship university.
I'm all about that for sure. Get rid of all sports altogether everywhere.
Okay. Here's what I'm not sure where you're going to fall on. I think you're going to agree with it.
Okay.
Education at all public universities will be free for qualified students. A qualified student will be one that has demonstrated aptitude for academic study. In high school, students who don't perform well academically will be groomed for technical and trade occupations and training.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Because then you get a group of people that decides this kid gets to go to school, this kid doesn't. You know what I'm saying?
Let's say that it's not a group of people that decide, but a non-biased test. Like,
Okay.
I don't know, maybe it's in fucking Arabic or something. I don't care.
What's 2 + 2? 6. All right. Well, you're going to be a welder. I don't know.
It's better than what we have now.
You think so?
Yes.
Like it is in that like right now we're pushing everybody to go to college, which I 100% disagree with. And I guess that would be better. I mean, because then people that shouldn't be in college don't go to college. I'm good with that.
Okay, so now that like I said, there's only 9 of them, and I think I've read 5.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that you could argue for this guy's points?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know how well, but yeah, I understand. I understand where he's coming from a little bit.
Okay, so can we try it on this one?
Sure.
Okay, so you're arguing for it.
Okay, this is going to be like all black people should be in jail.
Anyone who refuses a COVID-19 vaccination without a bona fide reason, you better listen because you need to know your points. Without a bona fide reason endorsed by their physician will be barred from everyday business. They can be allowed outside of their homes only while wearing a face mask that securely covers their nose and mouth and a new, freshly donned pair of disposable gloves. Even with these precautions, they are barred from all mass transportation, public gatherings, including. Did I go live?
You're right there, killer. You just stopped mid-sentence.
I had to check to see that I fucking go live.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Even with these precautions, they are barred from all mass transportation, public gatherings, including religious services and any activity other than basic living requirements, such as grocery shopping. If proxy shopping, ordering groceries online and picking them up in the parking lot, is offered by any retail establishment in their city, that's where they have to go. And go.
COVID-19 is bad. We have to eradicate COVID-19. I don't. I mean, this is so insane. How could I gotta try. All right.
Do you consider yourself to be intelligent?
No.
Okay. I wasn't prepared for that answer.
Well, I mean, fuck yeah, I'm super smart.
You should be able to understand your opponent's argument and be able to argue it.
I understand that this person is okay.
Then let's argue it.
Okay. I'm scared of COVID-19. The media told me that it's really, really
No,
bad. That's what this is. I mean,
No, it's not. You are not capable, and I'm proving a point with this.
okay.
All you are doing is spouting right wing talking point bullshit.
Awesome. So you think that this person has a legitimate?
Just
I'm
argue.
asking you.
Yes.
You think
Argue
he has
the
a
point.
legitimate concern?
Argue. Yes. 1 in 500 Americans have died.
Have
Go.
I?
Yes.
So I'm supposed to argue that we should segregate everybody from society that isn't
No.
vaccinated.
Yes. I said no to everybody, but then you qualified it by saying that's
Sure.
not vaccinated. Without a bona fide reason. So if you have a bona fide reason,
Bonafide. So, which doesn't that destroy his own? I can't argue this. Doesn't that destroy his own argument?
no.
If you have a bona fide reason, like if you have something that bars you from getting the vaccine, does science now say that you can't spread the virus because you're sick and can't? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like these people are okay to go to.
Just argue the point. You're losing this argument.
Yes, I am because I can't. How do you argue a point that doesn't make any sense?
It does make sense. Okay, now I'll take that side.
Then you take that side. Perfect.
Why are you repeating what I say?
I said it as you were saying it.
Is there a delay? Okay.
No, it's because you don't understand.
Gloves.
Let me see. Gloves.
Okay. If you want to be a part, I'm just going to start regurgitating shit that I've read now. If you want to be a part of society, then you've got to follow the science.
I'm with you so far.
Okay. 1 in 500 people have died. That's all I've got. That's the only stat that I've got.
Only stat.
Do you not care that 1 in 500 people have died? Do you know that is almost 1 in 499 people?
You mean almost 1 in 501? Wait, I got it backwards. So, all right. Why gloves? I mean, that's part of the main thing here is that this is so extreme that it's to the point that it's ridiculous.
Because if you wipe your fucking COVID-filled snot fingers on a railing, your hands will still be clean.
Got it?
Because I'm okay with this. Like if this was to get rolled out tomorrow, great.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
Just stay in your fucking house and get your Amazon groceries or whatever. However the fuck you're going to eat. I don't give a
Amazon
shit.
groceries.
I suggest maybe vaccinating one of your kids so you can send them into the grocery store.
We're going to have to sacrifice you to be the grocery getter. You got to get vaccinated so we can eat.
Do you not understand that 1 in 500 people have died from this?
This is such a ridiculous thing.
Why? We've got to stop it. We've got to flatten the curve.
What curve are we talking? What curve are we talking about? I keep hearing that we're going to flatten this curve eventually, but what curve are we talking about?
Don't people going to the hospital?
There's a curve?
Yes.
So make the hospital on a road that's straight. It can't be that difficult.
Do you really not understand what it is?
Of course I understand what it is.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I just thought I had something on you.
It's just that it's been so long that we were supposed to flatten the curve. It was like 6 years ago. It was 15 days or whatever.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Flatten the curve. If everybody would just stay in their house.
But had you done what they politely asked us to do, we wouldn't be in this mess right now. It is your fault because you're unvaccinated and you refuse to wear your mask, even when there's a sign that explicitly says you have to.
So what kills me is that when I see people argue that they want to get back to normal and they want their life back, they want everything to just go back to the way it was, and the only way to do that is to make people get vaccines. So effectively what happened was a group of people took away all your rights and then blamed it on me. And then you're like, oh, okay, I guess it's Anthony's fault. So then you attack me to get your rights back from the group of people that fucking took them from you, instead of being mad at the group of people that took your goddamn rights away.
No, I'm not mad at them. They didn't take my rights away. I can still go to the grocery store.
No,
they took your rights away. If you want your rights back, then just get the fucking shot. Do what's right.
Can I?
I can still go to the fucking Guns N' Roses concert if I want to. You can't.
For so many reasons. so isn't there like pop-up vaccine tents where you just like, there's a parking lot and they're like, here, get the vaccine, and you just get the vaccine there or whatever, right?
I don't know.
I think there was. The point that I'm getting at is, what's to stop me or anybody else from just saying, yeah, I got the vaccine, but I lost my card. I don't remember where I got it at. And then how do you prove that you got it or didn't get it?
That's like 40 years in prison.
But how do you prove it? How do they prove that you didn't get the vaccine?
Well, I think they could test your blood and see that you're not contaminated.
What? Did they just run a magnet over your arm or whatever looking for the chip? No, I'm being serious. So if they say you're now required to have a vaccine to eat or whatever, what if you just say, I lost my vaccine passport, I lost my papers? Do they just automatically put you in jail for losing your papers? You know, I'm being serious.
No, like I said, did you just get it again? You got to get 6 boosters. I don't know.
How many
I read an article today that Australia is getting ready to roll out their booster passport. So like mine's expired in Australia.
Good for them. How many boosters are you willing to get before you say, nah, I don't need 12 more?
I already told you. We already talked about this.
I don't remember.
None.
I don't believe you.
I don't care.
That's cool.
I don't give a fuck.
How many? All right, this is a serious question. All the people that went along with this for so long are like, just get your shot, whatever. Not the ones who were like, it's all the unvaccinated people's fault. It's all. I'm just talking about the ones who just quietly went along, did their thing, hoping everything would just kind of go back to normal. How many of those people do you think are going to be willing to get a booster every 6 months? Do you think that those people are just going to keep going along? Or do you think the number of people that say no are going to
it'll just gradually keep the amount of people vaccinated with boosters will just continually drop.
Mm-hmm.
So I think a good way to gauge it would be if you got your vaccine
mm-hmm.
and you didn't post anything to social media showing that you got your vaccine, then you'll drop when they start forcing boosters.
Ah, gotcha. Interesting.
Anyway, so all I wanted to prove is that you are a piss poor arguer.
I mean, that does okay, Doug. The Earth is flat because I said it's flat. Make that argument, right? Every argument doesn't deserve to be defended. That's a stupid way of thinking.
Anyway, whatever. I just proved that you're.
See, you're wrong. You know you're wrong.
I'm not wrong because I can argue that you should, whatever it was we were talking about, you should do that. What was it? Masks. Yeah.
So, oh God, it's all about levels, right? Like that seems extreme, but to me, that seems so much more extreme than to like regular people are like, oh, that's kind of extreme. Because regular people are okay. There's a lot of people that are okay with just taking away some of our rights as long as I'm not inconvenienced too much.
It's not taking away It's not taking away any of your rights, other than the fact that they're telling you what you can put in your body. Everything else is normal. You can still go to the grocery store. All you got to do is get the jab. Just get the jab, man.
Doesn't that annoy you that they call it the jab and everybody calls it that? It's almost like a coordinated effort of, we need to call it the jab for some reason. I don't know why they came up with that, but there's no way that it... Because
if they called it, just call it the thing that'll make your arm hurt for 2 weeks. Nobody fucking do it.
The shot or the vaccine or what we've always called it before this, there's zero chance that that's not a coordinated effort to call it the jab and make people call it the jab. There's a reason for it, and I don't know why.
You're paranoid. It's not a fucking, what'd you call it, concerted effort?
Coordinated.
Whatever. Same thing.
How can you say that? So you think that just regular everyday people just
one
came
song,
up with the jab?
Yes, one song came out where somebody said no cap. And now everybody uses no cap. That's how language works.
I've never even heard that before.
We talked about it in the last episode.
I've never even heard of it before that. and I don't even remember it from them. No cap? Does that mean don't kill anybody?
Sure. You're impossible. Did you work today or last night?
No.
Why the fuck are you up at 5 o'clock in the morning?
What do you mean? That's when I'm on a third shift schedule.
You haven't worked third shift in 2 weeks. Why are you still on a third shift schedule?
I have to go back to work.
When?
I don't know.
Then why are you still on a third shift schedule?
I don't understand the question. Why? So I have to go back to third shift. I have to go back to third shift. Why would I go right now? Why would I go back to first and then try to get used to third all over again?
Because it's like 3 weeks. I mean, your kids are up and doing schoolwork and shit, and you're like, keep it down, Daddy's trying to sleep. You know I got a bum leg.
I got a bum leg. I can't sleep. Oh, shit.
No, so, you work third shift, and you keep a third shift schedule on your days off on the weekend, which I understand because it's so fucked up trying to bounce back and forth.
Right.
But this is, I mean, you're creeping up on a month. Like there's
next thing it's going to be 6 months, right? So when switched,
do you really not know? Like, could you get a call from your doctor and they're like, you're good to go to work tonight?
No, I can't walk. So I'm assuming I can't go to work when I can't fucking walk very well.
Okay, then if you can't walk, then you know that you're not going back to work anytime soon.
Right.
So why would you you don't think this is the least bit fucking odd?
No.
That you're keeping a third shift schedule even though your family's on first shift and you don't even work third shift?
So when I go back to third shift, when I make the switch from like a semi first shift schedule to a third shift schedule, I'm fucked up. Like it fucks me up for like 3 days. I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm sleeping here when I'm not supposed. It fucks me up. So I'm not going to have to go through that.
Right, but it could be 6 months from now. Like just wait until you get the win. Like, okay, my leg's feeling better, so I know I'm going to end up going back to work after my next checkup. So I'm going to go to a third shift schedule now.
Yeah, I like being on a third shift schedule.
So that's different. It has nothing to do with anything other than you like not being around your family.
Funny guy. No,
are your kids on a third shift schedule too?
Not
are they going to third shift homeschool?
They're usually in bed between 1 and 2, somewhere around in there.
So when the fuck do they homeschool? Like
my wife goes to bed sometime between 2:30 and 3 usually.
When'd your wife get up?
9, 9:30, 10, something like that. I don't know. Whenever she
When the fuck does school start?
When they wake up. What are you talking about? You think we're only allowed to homeschool between school hours? You don't think that homeschool like can be whenever?
How much time do they? I want to talk to one of your fucking kids. Do they even know how to speak?
No. I would have them write you a letter, but they don't know how to write.
Arkansas. You got such a fucking odd life.
Awesome is what it is.
Do not let me forget tonight. I want to do the figure out who the winner is of them PS3 games I'm giving away.
Okay.
And we were going to do a winner for the Photoshop contest, but I haven't picked one yet. So.
Okay. Sounds good.
I don't know what you want from me.
I don't know. Nothing. Some laughs every once in a while.
All right. Let's talk about. We haven't talked about George Floyd in a while. Florida deputy.
Hold on. We should just pick a different random black guy to talk about every week. Just maybe this guy will get murdered.
Who? Okay, so if you could pick a black guy to get killed by the cops, who would it be? Okay, anybody. It doesn't have to be a black guy.
Jeez, that's a hard one. There's got to be somebody that I hate, right? Tim Allen or something? One of them douchebags?
All the people in the world, and you want Tim Allen dead?
I just want to put a gun to his head and be like, dude, do it again. Do it again, dude. I fucking dare you.
Say one more fucking time.
So fucking stupid. I don't even really hate Tim Allen. That is so goddamn annoying. It's like Larry the Cable Guy. You're funny because you're a douchebag. Tim Allen, you're funny because you made a weird noise with your mouth. Like, stupid, man.
Carrot Top, you're funny because you pull stupid shit out of a fucking suitcase.
Hey, calm your ass down. Fucking Gallagher, you're famous because you hit a watermelon?
I have never understood your affection towards Carrot Top.
He's an idiot. He's a stupid idiot. And I relate.
That makes sense.
I relate on a deep level with Carrot Top. I don't know. I liked Carrot Top when I was a kid, and I couldn't watch Carrot Top now. It's so fucking stupid. But like, do you understand how nostalgia works? Like, you have to understand how nostalgia works. Something that you really enjoyed and it hit you at the perfect time when you were a kid. No matter how terrible it is, it's a deep-seated thing, you know?
So speaking of nostalgia, so I built that arcade cabinet thing. I have determined, I think I have roughly 10,000 games now.
Okay.
They're all stupid. Every one of them.
All right.
That's it.
Are there any games that aren't stupid? I mean, like...
Not at that level. Like, so it's what? Fuck, what do I got now? Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Nintendo 64, ColecoVision and Television, Atari, and a fuck ton of just regular arcade games that never got ported over. I can't find anything that I can play longer than 5 minutes other than Mortal Kombat and Snafu from Intellivision.
So when
and Bomberman, I'm pretty badass at Bomberman.
What? So why do you think that is then? When do you think they started making games that you could play? Like if you had Xbox 360 games?
Well, yeah. So you take games like Grand Theft Auto or something. It's a lot deeper. It's not just a fucking side scroller or run, jump, shoot.
Sure. So
elevator action's pretty good.
So that's what it is. Is it's like a matter of how deep the game is or whatever?
Well, I'm a pretty deep person.
Doesn't that mean that somewhere along your journey between when you played those as a kid and now you have completely lost your sense of imagination?
No, I would say my sense of imagination has developed past 16-bit.
Awesome.
No, actually, you bring up a good point because there's a game I used to play called Pitfall when I was a kid, and I can remember putting the cartridge into the Intellivision, and I would build up this whole fucking story, and I would play Pitfall for say 10 minutes, and then I would take the cartridge out and put a different cartridge in and play something else as if I was playing the same game, and I had, instead of running across through the jungle, I'm now flying a plane. In my head, it was the same character.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, fuck, okay, now I'm playing baseball. Whatever.
I was jumping over pits. Now I'm playing baseball.
But I was playing Pitfall on that console thing or the cabinet thing that I made. And it dawned on me like what I used to do about building this whole storyline and taking my character from one game to another. And I thought, God, I was fucking retarded.
Is that retarded, you think?
No, I was trying to be funny. I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think I was trying to make up for the fact that these games sucked ass.
Well, of course you were, but that's all there is. But now, if every game is like a HD movie or whatever, and like it's more cutscene than game, right? I mean, is that even true? I haven't played any fucking new games for 5 years, so I have no idea. Me and my son have been on a Super Mario Kart kick. We've been playing Super Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, George Floyd. You changed the subject.
George Floyd. Sorry, George Floyd.
Florida deputy fired after telling inmate he looked like George Floyd, asking him to say, "I can't breathe."
Why would he get fired for that? He was just doing a comedy routine. You got to keep these guys entertained somehow.
Deputy First Class Rodney Payne.
Deputy First Class.
Wasn't quite major yet. There you go. Allegations against Payne included 2 claims of improper conduct. An internal affairs investigation found Payne had made a remark to a specific inmate that he looked like George Floyd and asked him to say, "I can't breathe."
So, is there any pictures in here? Doesn't it matter what the guy looks like? Because if you see the guy and it's like, yeah, that guy looks like George Floyd, can you really blame this officer first class or whatever?
Like a police lineup where you, like, let's say somebody breaks into somebody's house and they rape the woman and they say, give me that necklace in the robbery or the rape or whatever. During the police lineup, they will have all the suspects say the same thing. Mm-hmm. So maybe this guy was part of that conspiracy, thinking that George Floyd didn't actually die.
He's with Tupac somewhere.
What I like about this article is, okay, that was it about this cop.
Okay.
Then it goes, Payne's comments alluded to Floyd, a 46-year-old black man who died Memorial Day 2020 after a white officer kneeled on his neck for nearly 9 minutes while trying to arrest him. A teenager captured the incident on camera. In May, a federal grand jury indicted Derek Chauvin. And then it just goes on and on and on again. We need to dig this shit back up.
Okay. So you've read a lot of articles, just random articles on random stuff. How many times have you read the story of George Floyd in an article that has nothing to do with George Floyd? Aren't you fucking tired of reading it? It's like they shoehorn it into every single article, a paragraph about how George Floyd got murdered or whatever. Like, they get paid by the fucking word.
I don't think that you understand the implications that murder had on our society. Like,
I don't.
If it wasn't for, I was going to say if it wasn't for George Floyd, COVID wouldn't have happened, but COVID was here first, wasn't it?
Are you saying George Floyd caused COVID?
I'm saying that the virus, I read that the virus was deep in his fentanyl-filled chest. And
that officer was just trying to strangle out the virus?
his last gasp shot out the COVID.
Awesome. That sucks. That sucks for America.
That's why he couldn't breathe, because
COVID. I can't COVID.
But I forgot that. Well, wait a minute. He did have COVID.
Did he?
They tried saying that that's how he died.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's amazing. Maybe he should have got vaccinated. Maybe so if we go back and we can prove that cop was strangling him with his knee because he had COVID and he didn't get vaccinated, maybe people would be more sympathetic to the cop.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that one's going to fly.
Why? People hate unvaccinated people. They should probably get a knee on their neck.
So what should we call? Are you drinking?
No, why?
Don't you have to get ready for work?
Yeah. Yeah, I wish.
So what would we call it? Like stamp out COVID?
Stamp out COVID. So what? Okay. So what if they deployed the police to go door to door to anybody who's not vaccinated and force them to get vaccinated at gunpoint by the police? Do you think that people would support that?
I would.
I mean, regular people, rational people. They hate the police
no.
until they want them to do their bidding. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, because that's the same people that hate the police, right?
Right.
I think they ought to make that abortion doctor do it. He could get everybody vaccinated in like, I don't know, 3 days.
That would be awesome. How about this? In order to get a vaccination, in order to get an abortion, you have to be vaccinated. Wait, in order to get vaccinated, you have to have an abortion. Wait, that doesn't make any sense.
No. All right. You want to do this giveaway or what? What do you want to do?
Sure, I don't care. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I am not prepared to do this.
All right, let's do that then. Whatever this is, I'm in.
You know what? I don't want to do the giveaway yet because then that's going to end the show, and I don't want to end the show yet.
Why would that end the show?
Because it's going to take me a while to set it up, and only the people that were in on it will care.
Oh, why don't you just do it how I did it?
No.
Why? Because if you don't make a big deal out of it, it's not important. Just pick a number.
No,
and give the shit away.
Because I'm giving away like $1,600 worth of shit. I want to make sure it's on the up and up where everybody can see me do it.
Who cares?
Okay, then I'll pick a winner right now. Hold on.
I mean, who cares?
I am going to pick a winner based on where they live, so shipping cost is low.
Jesus Christ, dude.
No, who cares?
Yeah, okay, whatever you want to do. Can you just send them to me? I think you should just announce that I won and send them to me. And then I'll just start giving them away one by one.
Okay. I'm not going to count these comments, so I'm going to get them close. What do you think? Oh, it says 30 of 50, so we'll go with a number generator, 1 through 50.
Just do it until it picks number 1, so you don't have to count.
Okay, so I'm going to go here and say random or number generator wheel. See what this does. This looks complicated. All right.
Christ.
1 through 50. Now I'm going to jump over to this. See,
You're right. This is going to end the show.
I told you that. I knew this was going to happen, and I didn't want to fucking do this until the end of the show.
Just pick one. You're making it so difficult.
Share screen. No, because you're going to announce it.
I am.
Make sure my address isn't anywhere on the fucking screen. Share. Okay. Number wheel. Share. All right.
All right.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay. See the arrow here?
Yes.
All right. Ready?
Yes. Just fucking do it. Oh, God. It's even got the sound effect. The number is 19.
All right. Number 19. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Should I count the other comments or just the yeses?
Just the yeses.
7, 8,
You
9,
never get to give any away again.
10,
This
11,
sucks.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, it would have been Maria, but she said no. Bog flop. So the winner is Cheese.
That's so anticlimactic.
So now watch. He's going to live in fucking Afghanistan or some shit. Cheese, you are the winner. Contact me on patreon.com/who's right. Okay, let's find. You want to find out where he lives?
Sure. Just
You
give his
don't give a
address.
shit.
Just give his address.
Okay, let's find out where he lives. Cheese. Cheese.
Gee.
I can't find him. Here it is. I got him.
All right.
Sweden. Motherfucker.
You should have just done it quietly. Then you could have picked a different one.
Oh, no, this is good for me.
Oh, why?
Because I didn't want to package this shit up and ship it out. You know how much he's gonna have to pay for shipping? Like a lot. So he's gonna say, no, I don't want it because it's gonna cost more in shipping than what it's worth. And he's gonna tell me, no, I don't want to do it. Then I'm free and clear.
No, you ship it first and then he pays you back.
No, fuck that. Maybe if he lived in Oklahoma, I can cover those costs.
Why do you think that he doesn't know that you live in America when he said yes?
I don't think he anticipated winning.
Don't think he anticipated winning. Just send it to Bog Flop or whatever.
Oh, well.
I don't understand why you didn't just give them away one at a time.
Because then I'd have to deal with it all them fucking times. It was like one of those things where it seemed like a good idea. Mm-hmm. And now they're sitting out in my living room in a big pile waiting for me to put them in a box. Mm-hmm. And now I've got to send them to fucking Sweden. Like, that's going to be like $200.
You think so?
Or crones or whatever the fuck they use over there.
200 Chrome tabs. Huh. Well, that sucks.
Okay, what about Vietnam, where man gets 5 years for spreading COVID? I don't want to talk about COVID anymore.
Really? Huh. Is there anything else going on besides COVID?
How about this one?
All right.
This is a good one. Man stabbed woman in supermarket with syringe filled with semen.
I hate that. It's so fucking disgusting. Like, you could be walking in a store and somebody could just jab a needle in you and stick you with anything. That's always been like an irrational fear of mine, that somebody's going to stick me with something.
How upset would you be? Because you've never been upset enough to punch somebody. Would you punch somebody? Okay, let's say at our live show, let's say I injected you in the neck with my cum.
The neck or the mouth? Or the throat, I guess.
What about
your
no?
throat.
What if I shoot you in the mouth with a super soaker filled with cum?
But you're not puncturing my skin, right?
Okay, so if let's say you're walking around Walmart looking at fucking mountain bikes or whatever the fuck it is you do, and somebody comes up,
I do.
and somebody comes up and jabs you in the hip with a cum-filled syringe. Do you punch them, or do you just try to talk your way out of it?
How? What? Where's the talking? You just stuck your cum needle in me. There's no talking after that.
Oh, so that would cause you to fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very good. I'm happy.
Why?
Well, because I like that the only I like that you can only resort to violence to solve your problems.
Yep. There's no talking here. I'm going to write him a strongly worded letter.
Okay. Well, this is kind of weird.
All
His
right.
name was Thomas Steeman.
No. Maybe he was just mad because he's got a shitty name. Steeman the semen injector.
Thomas Steeman stabbed you with semen of Maryland, America, was caught on CCTV stabbing Katie Peters. There's no way this is real.
Steeman stabs Peters. The headlines write themselves.
With a syringe on 18th of February, 2020. He told the victim, I know, it feels like a bee sting, doesn't it?
What the fuck? So is she pregnant then?
I don't think that's how it works.
Why?
Because he
Semen,
stabbed her.
Girl, pregnant. I don't understand. What do you mean?
At the time, Miss Peters told Fox 5 that she had no idea what was in the syringe. It was in quotes. No idea was it. She had no idea what was in the syringe. It could be rat poison, HIV, trucks.
Trucks?
I don't know what's in that needle. She said trucks. Oh, trucks can be used as slang for crystal meth. That makes a lot more sense. She said,
I've never heard that.
I started driving home and it started hurting real badly. I called my son and said, something's not right. I hope nothing happens. I hope I make it home. I love you. Later, police discovered more syringes in his car and home, all full of his semen.
Oh my God. Imagine being that guy, filling syringes with your own semen.
So do you think that's like the next logical step, like incel step? Like if she won't let me put her semen in her or put my semen in her, I'm going to get it in her?
No, I mean, I don't know. That doesn't...
I mean, because now part of him is with her always.
Always. So does it say what happened to her? Did she die?
Doesn't say. If you've seen this video, if you've seen the video, it's very aggressive. It's very deliberate. And that makes us think it's not his first time doing this.
No, he did it non-aggressively though. It wasn't really deliberate. He filled these syringes with semen and stuck it in you, but he didn't really mean to. It wasn't really aggressive.
He walked up to me and then he said, "Here comes the airplane."
Good day, my lady. So, does it say why he did it?
I assume because he's fucking nuts. Oh, this was sent to us by Mike Hawk, by the way.
Interesting. Thanks, Mike Hawk. So, what? So, what are you going to do what would you do, I guess, if somebody did that to your wife? Like your wife's shopping or whatever, somebody injects her with his cum, like on video.
Likely story. I would fucking... Okay. What? Not that it matters, but what color is he?
His semen was white.
Seriously, what color was he? It's important.
Now, I'm just guessing. I have to assume that this guy is a Mexican, right? I mean...
Oh, the guy that stabbed my wife. What color is he? I need to know how I'm going to handle this situation before we move on.
That's what I'm saying. It sounds like something that a Mexican would do.
How do you figure?
He stabbed with semen. Doesn't that just sound Mexican-y to you?
No, that sounds white.
Really?
Yes.
Whatever, racist.
Mexicans stab with knives. They don't stab with semen syringes.
Whatever. All right, so he's Mexican. That's what I'm telling you. If you already knew the answer, then what'd you ask? You think he's white? I'm telling you, he's Mexican on video.
You're not following. That's all right.
What?
It's a hard premise.
No,
so
I'm asking you. I started the premise. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you said what would happen if some guy stabbed your wife?
Yes.
And I said, what race is this some guy?
Yes. And I said he's Mexican.
Oh, then it's fine.
Well,
like there's a good chance that she's going to come home and know how to make burritos and shit.
It's embedded in the DNA.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Do you believe that Mexicans? We both agree that Mexicans cook the best food, right? Or no, you think Chinese people?
Yeah, it's a toss up between Chinese and Mexican for me.
Oh, okay, so you're wrong. It's Mexican.
Okay.
And that has to be in their DNA.
You think so?
Yes. Oh, they just know how to cook burritos and pick tomatoes and shit.
Pick tomatoes. I don't think you're right about that. I think it's...
Have you ever met a Mexican that couldn't cook well? No. You know why?
I don't think so.
DNA.
I think they just learn it. It's shit that they pass down.
No, it's shit they pass along in their DNA.
So then what happens if white mom, Mexican dad, and the kid, does the kid like half know how to cook?
White mom? No. It's only passed along in the female DNA. They get it at their quinceañera.
They just pick it up. Their DNA kicks in. I don't think boys have quinceañeras, though.
Right. That's why, God, it's like you can't keep up with me anymore.
Nope.
So you said white mom, Mexican dad.
Yes.
So that tells me, boom, Mexican dad doesn't know how to cook. Why? Because he didn't have a quinceañera and he didn't get to open up his DNA package.
His DNA package. Awesome.
It doesn't matter if it's the tiniest Latina. Is that right? Latinos.
Latinx.
No, if it's the tiniest of Mexican girls or the biggest, fattest Mexican girls, they all can cook awesome food.
Yes.
Do you think they were all taught by the same Mexican? No, it's because they know it.
There's one guy that teaches all the Mexicans how to cook.
You think there's like a Mexican finishing school that they all run through?
Yep. They all get taught how to cook and molested by the same guy.
You don't get to go out into society until you can haggle on a dozen tamales and steal hubcaps. Does anybody even steal hubcaps anymore? Or is that cliche?
I don't know. I never understood it, but I don't even know if it's still a thing where people like spend all kinds of money on brims or whatever, you know?
No, not rims, hubcaps.
See? I don't even know what the fucking difference is. Are hubcaps just fake rims? I don't know. I'm being serious. What's the difference between a rim and a hub? I know what a rim is, like the rim of your tire, right? But then a hubcap just goes over your rim to like decorate it, right? To make it look cool or something.
Well, not necessarily cool, but so not all rims are chrome, right?
So they make chrome hubcaps. I thought all hubcaps were plastic.
I'm done. I am done.
What?
No, hubcaps are the ones we're stealing are metal.
Well, that's stupid. Why not just get metal rims then? They couldn't be cheaper to make a hubcap, right? I mean, just get chrome rims.
All right, we're done. Bye. Congratulations, Cheese. Chessie.
Bye.
I can't find it to shut it off. I'm stuck here.
Stuck in a perpetual loop.
Here you are. All right. Do you want to do another story? Or do you want to be done? You want to go do some Dear Flabbies?
Sure. You want to do them live?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.